Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some more Interstellar Transport Company. My name is Sabouts. I'm joined by Vanilla PC Strategy. This is episode 2 for our little multiplayer series here. I didn't get a chance to really mention it last time, but I wanted to open it up as I opened up the series and everything. Vanilla, what are you actually playing on your channel? Since I mentioned it in the last episode I was playing.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I just started up. I've got RimWorld going on. Although, let's see. By the time this episode airs, so spoiler alert, my RimWorld colony has died. So I guess my RimWorld is not going on.
Oh no!
Yeah. That's tomorrow's episode. I've got production line going on, and I just started a Rise of Industry series. So I'm kind of interested to see how that one turns out.
Yeah, Rise of Industry is a pretty cool game. I actually did a very short look at it. I don't know, it must have been a year and a couple months ago. Back when it was called Project Automata. So
that's right.
It's a really cool game. They've come a long ways. They've got a publisher now and everything. So it's cool to watch them kind of grow into it. But yeah, you're gonna have fun with that one.
Their really Alpha 2 just came out, and it's Alpha 1 was left me feeling a little lacking, but Alpha 2 definitely feels like a playable game.
Absolutely. The Alpha 2 is supposed to be a big difference. And I mean, it's another game similar to, Interstellar Transport Company.
Exactly,
yeah. Both kind of follow the same exact line of gameplay mechanics as, Transport Tycoon, which the world is gravely in need of an update for a game like that.
Have you seen Mashinki, I think it's called?
Oh, I haven't actually. I haven't even heard of that.
That is looking like the... of course, everything always looks like the next Transport Tycoon, but... it looks very promising.
Ooh, I'm gonna look it up as soon as we're done here.
Yeah, it's not like you can look it up now.
Like that, so. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and pause here and get started.
All right.
And I was actually messing, for those of you watching, I was messing around a little bit with my the route I've got going here for moving passengers. It wasn't proving to be very profitable, but I think we might have located the issue. I only had one gate on Luna. I somehow missed that, so I opened up a second one. We'll see if that makes a difference, which I think it's gonna. I probably had ships waiting is what was happening.
That's a problem I frequently forget to look into, is the ships circling around the planets.
Yeah, and it's so easy to really miss that because you're not always zooming in on planets because you're messing around with the ship screen, the route screen, and you're not consistently zooming in and seeing what's going on.
Exactly. I've even now I've still got ships circling around Earth. I've got 5 ports on there, and it's not enough. I must have ships sitting waiting for full loads. It's probably what's going on.
Probably that's what's happening. Yeah, you said you set yours up to not leave until they're full, or
with machines. With machines, I do. Everything else, okay. They don't wait around, but machines they do. It could be that they're having to wait around for maintenance as well. It's hard to say. Although I suppose it's easy to say because all you have to do is look at your ship thing and it'll tell you what everything is doing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually kind of excited for when they somewhat change the ship screen so you can organize it by route and year and stuff like that. That's a big one that I'm excited for.
Yeah, I've had to try to shut up about it because I feel like I'm talking about that every time I play this game.
And here we are talking about it again.
Well, that's probably, I bet you that's one of their most requested features.
Oh, of course. I mean, I don't blame the community for a minute. I mean, it's certainly will change the entire game when it comes to being able to manage things, because right now it can be a little bit difficult when you're 20 years, 15 years into a game, and you've got a lot of ships running around, and you're scrolling down the list to look for a particular set of ships, and the fact that you might build some ships on one route, and then 10 ships down you put 3 more ships on that same exact route, and they're all out of order. There's no way to really look.
Yeah, it'd be real nice if they were clumped together, if you could sort by what each one is carrying or by route or...
Yeah, exactly. I actually would like it too if the ship screen was changed to where... I know it shows you, what they're carrying, but yeah, if you could, maybe alter ships that were... Well, I guess I don't know how to put it. If you could organize them so you knew, what kind of bays they had, but that'd be kind of tough because sometimes you put a bunch of different ones in a different ship.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that.
I guess
I
there's really
don't tend to
no
do
good
that
way.
myself, but it is something that like is within the game. So yeah, if you had something that had multiple consists, it'd be really hard to sort it out that way.
Yeah.
Actually, I suppose I do that because I have passenger ships that carry a mix of first class and business passengers, and technically those are different resources. So
I'm actually I've been trying something a little bit different here. Now, raw materials are normally not very profitable, or they can be profitable, but it's tough to really turn over good profit. So I'm trying to mess around because they mentioned that they've changed somewhat the materials and how they generate profit. It seems like raw materials are a little bit better than they used to be.
oh, that's good.
From what I'm seeing, I'm turning over a decent profit. At least all the ships I have built right now are profitable, so that's different.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Especially at first, that was sometimes a real challenge. Like half your
Yeah,
ships wouldn't make
exactly.
any money.
It was always a mess. Yeah. Still can't justify myself just yet to pay the money for some of these larger ships. I just don't have it to dish out.
Yeah,
Maybe-
160,000 or whatever it is, like that's 5 smaller ships.
Yeah, exactly. And I really feel 5 smaller ships are going to pull over a lot more profit than one large one, you know?
It seems like it, especially because the larger ships only carry double what the smaller ships do.
Exactly, yep. Okay, so the spaceport's still too small on Mercury.
Yeah, it's got to go up to level 4 to be able to get the 500s in there.
I guess everybody's kind of waiting for that.
I'm just waiting to make enough money to buy another ship.
Yeah.
Just slowly ticking up. Oh, that's right. I think we started with loans, didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. Weird.
Oh, we didn't start with loans?
No.
I didn't even look.
Yeah, it's weird because we started on unfair difficulty, but we had $350,000 and no loan.
That's very odd.
Seems like it didn't really start us on unfair difficulty, would be my guess.
That's a possibility if you think about it. I mean, yeah, it just might not have set us up for that.
Yeah, I mean, I know that that's what the setting said, but that's right. We're on a level playing field, and that's when you're playing multiplayer, it seems like that would be the most important thing.
Exactly. Unless I started with a loan. Let me check again.
Yeah, that would be messed up.
Yeah, I don't have a loan. I like how the credit scores in the game. I kind of would like to see them improve on the whole loan process and everything. I think there's a lot there for that. You know, they already got credit score and stuff in the game, but you don't really.
I've never seen it change.
About you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I never really. I don't think I ever really take a loan. I mean, I haven't done it yet. I guess I could probably try it.
Well, they're so. The loans are not very significant. You know, like I don't know what kind of a loan we could take now, but a lot of times I'll have a $10 million company and I can take a $120,000 loan. What's the point of that?
Yeah, it just doesn't really seem to make sense, I guess.
And the credit card, like your credit card rating is like $479 or something. Well, that's you know.
It's exciting.
Be like in real life having a credit card with a $5 credit limit on it. That's not really gonna do. I can go buy lunch with it, I guess, and then pay
like,
40% interest on that.
I'm getting 2 McChickens at McDonald's today. Put that on my credit card. Trying to build my credit up.
And even then, I suppose it would be worth it if it built your credit up. Although I haven't. All I've ever done is just like repay my initial loans. So, but it didn't ever seem like I could get any actual credit benefit from a loan.
I haven't seen, from the little bit of loans I have dabbled with, I've never seen my credit score really go up. You would think like if I had, millions of dollars, I'd probably get a pretty good credit score, but I guess not, you know?
Yeah, so the tooltip
clearly
says
I
that
could-
that's how it's supposed to work, but obviously.
Yeah, because clearly I could pay the loan off, but...
How is Mars doing here? Oh yeah, reasonable demand for most stuff. That's good.
Yeah, they got a high demand for machinery right now. But with that machinery nerf... I've got some ship here producing nothing. What ship is that?
I'd sure like to see more rare resources coming off of Luna. It'd be nice if the AI would just invest in that a little better.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to see Venus get colonized so I can see if that's actually profitable.
I don't think I've ever seen the AI colonize Venus. I think every time I've done it myself.
Yeah, usually the next planet after these ones is usually something around Saturn or Jupiter or something.
Exactly, yeah, Europa or
Europa, yeah.
Ganymede. It's hard when I had him colonize Triton. Boy, it takes a long time for ships to get out to Triton.
I struggled with Titan because it seemed like there was no profit to be made once they've traveled that far.
Yeah.
You know, unless you had a bigger ship and it was, you know, low fuel consumption, it was fast. Other than that.
Yeah, because the fast ships, they eat up the fuel. They use like 3 times the fuel consumption of our medium-sized ships.
Exactly.
What, oh, okay, that's a machinery ship. What do you got? Nope, that's not you. That's me. Oh, hey, there you go. Now you got a ship going to Mars.
Yeah, finally, right? Took long enough.
Oh, so you're trying to mix food and machinery, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm going to see. I didn't launch a whole lot. I want to see what it does. Trying a few different things I've never done before, so.
I found it real hard to, like, you know, in most games you would want to have mix consists. Like, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to work so well in this game.
Well, I'm trying to mix stuff a little bit and see what happens. I generally, what I like to do is I like to try to set it up so that a ship's making money both ways.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just really tough to do, especially with these early starting planets, because they just don't have really anything to offer.
Exactly.
You know, Luna does. Generally, raw materials is pretty good. There's a little bit of rare materials, not a lot, but rare resource supply is there. It does exist. Actually, Luna's got a huge supply of food.
Yeah. I just noticed that they're oversaturated.
Which is clearly all of our fault.
Well, that's I typically will switch my food ships over to just hauling rare resources at that point if I can. And then sometimes they'll actually carry consumer goods up to Luna if I set it up right. Let's see, so this one is on Earth, so I'm going to switch it over to that new route. And I should have another one in here too. There we go. Yeah, figuring out the Earth to Luna thing can get a little predictable, but luckily the other stuff can, you know, it's kind of more randomized, so it takes, it's a little more dynamic as you play the game over and over. And I really enjoy playing the custom or non-standard systems, just because of the variety that it adds in there.
Yep, and I found that, you know, you can oversaturate a market too. A lot of people think that, oh, you know, you find something profitable, then you just build a million ships there, but sometimes it runs out real quick.
Yep. Yeah, and I like that. Oh boy, even water is saturated on Luna.
Yeah, Luna's getting pretty. It was profitable for a little bit. I might have to switch some of my ships around, actually. They're not going to make any money doing these routes.
So I bet you that means we're probably... Yep, our passenger situation is also saturated. That's right, that's what Mars is for.
Yep, exactly. It's the next step, generally.
And it's in this case, having the AI involved is why that happened. I haven't had any of my multiplayer games where we saturate Luna just between the two human players.
Yeah, Luna's just turning into a anti-profit bomb right now. It's going pretty quick too. In fact, I might just get rid of some of these ships and move other ships around.
Don't have enough money for that. Thinking ahead for Mercury. And they still haven't started up like anything's around Jupiter yet. Have they changed the prices for subsidizing? Is it still 300,000 or whatever? 450,000, wow. To subsidize Venus.
Really?
Yeah. That's only like 20 times the amount of money that I have.
Yeah, I'm not getting that anytime soon.
Seems like the passenger... Oh boy, a lot of people want to get to Mercury. Seems like the passenger thing has gone through another kind of change to where there's not as many passengers as there were before.
I didn't see anything in the patch notes about it, but I'm definitely seeing a little bit of a difference with the passengers. It's not nearly as profitable as it felt like it was maybe a week ago.
Mm-hmm. And it seemed like Earth would just get flooded with passengers that it was impossible to keep up.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be the slow pace that we're playing the game at, but I think it's more to it than that. Get a few more rockets off to Mercury here. Grab some cash from that until they upgrade their... Another reason I like to send rockets and stuff to Mercury is I feel like they will upgrade their spaceport faster if they're getting in resources.
I think so too, yeah.
Oh, why is it sending empty food ships? It's that thing you were talking about before.
I kept having that issue. That's actually why I stopped messing with rockets. I just never seem to have good luck with them. I constantly have bad luck with rockets.
Yeah, all 4 of those rockets that I got in transit are empty.
Yeah, I constantly have bad luck. Like, rockets are useful, and they can turn over some pretty quick cash.
Uh-huh.
But I've just had nothing but bad luck. Every time I play the game, my rockets don't make me any money. Like, the first, few will, and then it's like hit or miss, you know? I just
never have any luck. Any sense. I'll just do this then. I'll set it for wait until full. See if that helps. Although it's not going to get me the $12,000 or whatever I just spent back. Let's see if this works. Oh. Wow, you actually have a ship going to Mercury, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little ballsy here and see what happens.
Well, that's
Plus, I really want to push for that spaceport upgrade.
yeah, being aggressive helps.
Oh, you know what?
It's all about that.
Well, we'll see what it turns over for profit. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a whole lot, but. My ship to Mars aren't doing too well. How are your ships to Mars doing?
Seems like they're doing all right. Just a second here. Let me finish my little order of ships. Yeah, my water ship has made $100,000. My passenger ship is at about $37,000. No, wait, that's the Luna one. Where's my Mars passenger ship? $26,000. Food to Mars. That one's not doing so great, but it's still $9,000 profit.
Yeah. Any profit's better than no profit.
Yeah. And I've got 2 of each. Actually, I have 3 of each, but the third set hasn't really done a full cycle yet, so. Alright, how's Mercury looking? No, still level 3. Get a name on this ship here before it launches. That's the, like, you know, since there's no sorting or anything, that's the kind of the only reason I name my ships.
Yeah, exactly. So you can keep track of them.
Exactly. You can kind of sort them with your eyeballs anyways.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
Having to click on each one and then look at what it's carrying and stuff, forget it. How'd your ship do getting to Mercury? Did it make enough money to justify sending it there?
Yeah, it did turn over a little bit of profit. I'm surprised. I'm not sure if I was really expecting that. I'm being very experimental. Trying some things, some different things, seeing what I can push to see what they've changed.
That's how you come out ahead. It's by trying new things.
Well, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
The machinery thing was pure luck when I first started playing the game. I kind of just started moving. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to move machinery and nothing else. And the next thing I know, I had ships turning over like $800,000 profit.
Wow, that is a lot.
800,000 to $1 million. Most of my ships were. It was just ridiculous. It was out of control. And then a developer watched my stream and he saw me doing it. And he's like, yeah, I got to change that. He said, that's not supposed to be a thing.
How is your raw resource ship going from Luna to Earth?
Yes. So the raw resource ships actually are doing pretty good. I mean, it looks like they're getting, 40,000 profit each.
Wow,
roughly.
Nice.
Yeah, the raw materials seems to be a lot better than they used to be. Food and machinery is pretty average. My passenger ships are actually starting to finally catch up. They're finally starting to turn over, 20,000 profit or so. So that's a little bit different.
Yeah, my ships that are carrying rare resources back to Earth from Luna, they're pretty profitable as well.
Oh. See, I actually had to get rid of my Earth to Mars. They weren't doing too well, and I tried something else, and we're going to see how that works.
Well, that was our timer for this episode.
No, man, so we're at the end of this one. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and close this one out since I started it.
Yeah.
It did seem to go quick. I wasn't even, I completely lost track of time. So, yeah, with that being said, I'll go ahead and pause it here. Thank you all for joining us. I do want to mention, for those of you watching on my side of the channel, Vanilla PC Strategy, of course, plays strategy games just like me. He's got RimWorld and such going on, and games like Interstellar Transport Company and other really cool games. So definitely worth going to check out. He plays them very similar to how I play them, especially when it comes to taking on different difficulty settings and the such. So thank you guys for joining me for this one. And Vanilla, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Yeah, bye everybody. Thanks for watching.